Hey besties, welcome back to my channel for another TBR prompt jar picks my reads. So we're going to do that for March, and I'm so excited to go back to this jar just because I didn't do that for February. I do always have a list of books that I want to read next, but I don't know how many of these prompts I'll be able to add those books. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started and pick some new books. I think people are doing construction or something now, but I am thinking of picking 6 books just to give myself some room to read other books that are not on the TBR list. This jar is so full, I don't know if I'm actually shaking anything up. Okay, so the first prompt. This one says, a book with a number. I don't think any of the books that I want have a number on it. Let me go check my other TBR, and I think I see one, but I'm not ready for it. So the only book I have is Binding 13, but I don't want to start the series yet just because I feel like it's more of an emotional read and I need time. I guess I'll add this and I might surprise myself and pick this up in March, but I'm just going to pick an extra book just in case. So that's the first book. I'm a little scared because I don't usually read heavy or emotional books that often just because I want to be happy when I'm reading and stuff, so I don't know what to expect. So let's just go ahead and pick the next prompt. I hope it's a good one. Okay, so this one says love on the title. I already know the book that I'm going to add. I'm going to add this book again on my March TBR because this is a book that I need to read in the month of March for a video. So it's perfect. Love redesigned. So far, I am enjoying this book. I'm not that far into it at all, but I'm excited. Third prompt. I think this is a newer prompt. This one says pick a book from the book jar. So I've been meaning to do the book jar video for you guys, but I'm a little nervous just because I don't know the book that I'm going to pick out. This is my book jar and I don't have a lot of books in here right now. I need to add more books. All of the books in here, my husband created little books. I have to pull something out of this jar, and I actually think I have some books in here that I've read already. I pulled some books out, but I think a lot of them, the entire series, are in here, so if I haven't gotten to them, I will re-pull. So let's see what I get. I pulled A Court of Silver Flames. I haven't gotten to this one yet, so I'm like, should I pull another one or should I just add A Court of Wings and Ruin? I think I'm just going to pull another one, and if I don't like it, I'll change the rules. I keep pulling books that are not first in the series, so I'm going to actually take my time and go through this and remove some of these books, and then I will be back. I have so little in here now, but we have a few in here. Heartless. I got Heartless by Elsie Silver, and this is the next book in the Chestnut Springs series. I'm so happy with this pick because so many of you guys tell me that I need to finish the series, and I'm very excited. I do want to continue because it's getting around that springtime, and I think March will be perfect. Okay, next prompt. This will be our 4th prompt. Oh, oops. Okay. I get nervous every time. This one says Goodreads book with 3-star rating. So that'll be very interesting. I am going to pick a book that's 3 point something. I'm still going to count that in the 3-star rating family. And let's go on my Goodreads to see. The first book I'm going to put in is Brutal Prince because I really want to read that book in the month of March. That book actually has a 3.8 rating, so that's a contender. I'm going to type in Bride by Ali Hazelwood. This one has 4.2 rating. And let's go to my TBR actually. The Kiss Quotient has a 3.9. Love on the Brain has 3.9. King of Pride has 3.9. Addicted to You actually has 3.7, so that's another one. The Long Game has 3.6. Wildfire has 3.9. The Hurricane Wars has 3.6. I think I decided on the book, and that's going to be Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. I'm so excited to start a new series, and this one is basically like a mafia rival family, and I have no idea, but it just seems very interesting. I don't think I've read like a mafia romance besides like the Twisted series, and I don't really know if that's considered dark, so we'll have to see, but I feel like this will be a great start to my dark romance era. I don't know, I'm a little nervous. Moving on to our 5th prompt. This one says cowboy romance. That was perfect for the Chestnut Springs series, so should I add the next one on it too? I have read Done and Dusted already. Let's see when the next book comes out for that one. Swift and Saddle actually comes out at the end of March. I'm just going to add the next book in the series. I think this one is the 3rd book in the Chestnut Springs series. So Reckless by Elsie Silver, and this one is giving away what this book will be about. So I'm a little nervous, but I guess this will help me get through the series because I need to finish it in the springtime. Moving on to the 6th prompt. Title starts with C. Not some of the books that I wanted to add, you guys. I have one and I don't know if it's cheating. Okay, so this one says A Court of Wings and Ruin, but does the A really count? I don't know. I really wanted to get to this book in March, but I keep having to push it back, so let's see if there's a book that starts with a C. I'm going through my Goodreads TBR again, and I'm actually very surprised that I don't have anything that starts with a C right now. I have Crown of Midnight, but I haven't gotten to that series either. I have Collide, but that's on my Kindle. That's not a physical book. I actually don't have a book that starts with the letter C on my TBR right now. So should I add this or should I pull another one? I'm just going to pull another prompt because I don't have the letter C yet. Next prompt is longest book on TBR, and I already know that that book is going to be Kingdom of Ash, but I haven't gotten to the Throne of Glass series yet. This is definitely a contender because this book is so chunky. So this one has 699 pages, and I'm so surprised that this one is not going to be the longest book. I already know. I also have The Serpent and Wings of Night here. This one I've only read like 3 chapters of, so let's see. This only has 400 pages. I think the book that I'm going to go with, I'm so shocked that this is so thick. There are 708 pages, and that's going to be Magnolia Park's Into the Dark. I'm so nervous to read this one. This book is a beauty, and I just couldn't get to it in February. I also needed to kind of like mentally prepare myself. So I think this is going to be the book that I'm going to add, and I just cannot believe that this is like so much. Let's just do one more because I got 2 books in the same series, and then I'm not ready for binding 13, so I just want to give myself more options. Hopefully this is the best for last. This one says title starts with F. I don't think I have a book that starts with F. I do have Foul Lady Fortune, but do I want to read that one? I also want to get From Blood and Ash. I don't have it though, so maybe I shouldn't buy that. I have Fuel the Fire, but I haven't started the series. I have Fear the Flames. That one's a good one that I've been wanting to read. That's all I have. I'm just going to go with Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling because this is a fantasy book, and I think I've been into my fantasy books again because I have been reading a lot of romance books, and this one has been a very hyped book that I've been meaning to get to. So I'm going to add this one, and I'm a little nervous because all of these books are pretty thick, so we'll have to see. Okay, so this is a very interesting TBR for the month of March. I feel like most of these books are so thick and heavy as well. So let's go through them again. I have Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. This one is a fantasy about a runaway princess or queen, and she has like different dragons. So it's going to be fun. It sounds like it's up my alley. I don't know if I'll get to that one, but we'll see, because you never know, especially being a mood reader. I don't even know myself what I'm going to pick up next. And then I have Magnolia Park's Into the Dark. This one for sure I'm going to read, because I just have to know how this book or this couple will end and how everything will wrap up. It's going to be a ride, because this is a 700-page book, which is insane. And then I have Reckless by Elsie Silver, and I'm going to read Heartless first, because I know that these are standalones in a series, so you can read them out of order, but I just can't. So I'm going to read this one first, and then I'm going to read Reckless. Honestly, I don't remember the brothers. I think I read Flawless back in August. It's been a while. I need to hop back into this small town, but I'm very excited because March is rodeo season, and I just can't wait to read more about the Chestnut Springs series. Then I have Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. Again, this is a mafia romance, and I think it's going to be a quick read because this book is under 300 pages. So I'm very excited to read something a little bit different and out of my comfort zone. So I will definitely share my thoughts with you guys on that one. And then I have to read this one. It's basically about interior designing and just fixing up homes. I think they're also in this small town, and I think it might be a second chance, so I'm very excited. Then the last book that I have here is Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I've just been hearing a lot of amazing things, and it's either like you love it or you don't, but I'm a little nervous just because I know that there are trigger warnings and I don't know what they are, but I just don't know how heavy it will be, so I don't know if I'll get to this one, but maybe if I get curious, I will pick this up in March. Me saying that I'm tired of reading romance books, but then most of these books are romance books. I don't know, I'm very excited for all of them. I don't know how much I will be able to read from this stack, but obviously it's just nice to kind of like give myself a little stack to get through, and hopefully if I don't know what I'm going to read next, I can pick one of these books just to get books off of my physical TBR. Thank you so much for watching this video. This was so fun. I just love sharing what I'm going to read next month, and hopefully I do get to them. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!